Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Big Mike here.
Terry.
And first of all, let's squash all this.
He had one job.
Blame somebody. Who blaming somebody who's not?
He had one job.
But here's my fallback. My producer
Yeah, okay.
didn't proof check my work prior to posting the thumbnail.
I trusted him.
And here's my thing. Yeah, I spelled gardener wrong.
He spelt it the way he says it.
That's right, because I say gardener. I don't say gardener. Gardener. So why put a vowel in there when you don't use it? Let's just consider it like a silent E. If it's a silent E, why put it in there?
Jesse,
anyway.
Jesse, why do you have deja vu?
Wow, deja vu. Yeah, Mike's screwing up again. So anyway, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Hey, tonight's featured channel is Brampton Gardener. Did I pronounce that right?
Yeah.
Now, how was it in French?
Jardinier.
See,
I don't. I'm probably
they use all the
butchering
same
French
letters,
too,
but they
you know.
pronounce it wrong. So anyway, so Brampton Gardener, the creator is Rochelle. She has 2.39K in subs. She has 715 videos, and she has 316K in views. On Rochelle's About page, we read, "Welcome to Brampton Gardener. I'm Rochelle, a passionate home gardener in Canada, Zone 5B and 6A, growing as much as I can in a small suburban backyard."
Now I didn't do my one job. Yeah, you
only had one job, girl.
Hey, but I got it done.
On this channel, I share my real-life gardening journey, successes, challenges, and everything in between. You'll find small space gardening tips, raised bed inspiration, container gardening, DIY garden projects, and seed starting techniques for cold climates and short seasons. But it doesn't stop at the garden gate. Also, I love to share farm to table recipes made with what I grow, homemade meals, and from scratch cooking, local traveling adventures around Ontario and beyond, exploring gardens, farms, food, and culture. If you're into gardening, cooking, creative, or simply enjoying the beauty of seasonal living, I hope you'll feel right at home here. Let's grow, cook, and explore together.
She left something out on her description, on her channel, on her About page.
She's a fanatic about sending you Instagram videos.
Well, that too. I mean,
what's that?
We're real buddies. What can I say?
Yeah.
No, she left.
There you go.
She left Dexter out.
Yeah. Don't leave Dexter out. Dexter's
Rochelle,
the life of the party.
You can't leave Dexter out.
Yeah. We absolutely love Rochelle. We have been friends with her ever since we've been on
pretty much
on YouTube. And even though she's from Oregon,
originally, yes.
We still love her that she moved to Canada and left.
Hey, look, she's here.
Hey, there she is.
Oh, she started the channel before Dexter. Well, so you got to go back in it.
Okay. There you go.
In any case, and you weren't in here, but Mike had one job.
Yeah, well, I spelled gardener wrong.
And I didn't proofread it, apparently. And he noticed when I was typing it in this evening, he's like, oh, wait.
Wait a minute. I didn't spell that right.
Yeah. Anyway, we love Rochelle.
Yeah. And it didn't even proof me when I did it.
Well, because you were doing it in Canva and it doesn't proof in Canva.
Oh, I thought it did.
No. Anyway.
Maybe I've spelt a lot of things wrong.
Go check out Brampton Gardener.
That's right, guys. So, what is going on with the National Day of?
Oh, what all did we have? There were a lot again today.
Yeah.
It was National Cheese Day. That's a good day. National Cognac Day.
Yes,
National
Cognac's good stuff.
National Safe Day, and that's to bring awareness, basically, to keep your guns locked up and away from your kids.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else was there?
Old Maids Day.
Old Maids Day.
So when do you become an old maid?
When you're, I guess, not married.
When you're a grandma?
And you, yeah, I don't know. No, because it's usually an old maid, someone that was not married and
Really?
sitting at home when they're, I don't know. But it is what it is. I don't know.
I didn't know. I didn't know what an old maid was. I know how to play old maid.
Yeah. That's why I put the card game up, because I think it's not a very nice term.
And National Clean Beauty Day.
Yes.
So what is that? Do you take a shower?
Rochelle said old maid is an older single lady. That's
there you go. See, I don't know these things.
I
don't think I've ever known.
Bill said an old maid is a 30-year-old unmarried woman. You're very specific there, Bill. Oh, and it was, also.
Well, Bill lives in Alaska.
Right.
If you're 30 and you're unmarried and you're a female.
In Alaska.
You don't have a whole lot going for you.
Yeah.
Because you guys are a rare commodity in Alaska. Women in general.
Yeah. Well. Anyway, it's also National Hug Your Cat Day, hence the Pepe Le Pew hugging the cat on
the thumbnails.
Yeah.
There you go. So who do we got in the chat?
So Jennifer Ocean Homestead.
Hey, she's moving.
All right.
Yeah, I think, are you moving to Texas?
What?
Or are you moving somewhere else? I thought she lived in Canada land.
She lives up in the Northeast. I don't know if she's in. I thought she was like right somewhere on the border or something.
Let us know in the chat.
Anyway, so we have Joe Fix It For You was in here this afternoon. I didn't get the thumbnail up until this afternoon.
Well, we were busy.
We were busy.
Yeah.
There's Heartland Headquarters with Dink and Tank. Alan Dixon, 3246.
Yep.
And Jesse and Lisa over at Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa. He says, hello, everybody. And there's Ginger Snap.
I'm going to drink my coffee so I don't interrupt her. Ooh.
Too late. There's Wendy at Hardknack Farms. Wendy and Connie were on over there on her channel, on Wendy's channel.
7:00.
Yeah. And I know she was having some technical difficulties. I could hear you fine, Wendy. It was just the picture was all pixelated.
Yeah.
There's Eric and Tina over at Rainy Ridge. Brian at the Vineyard Farmhouse. He's on at 9:00. Heather Hopper. And
Mary Yahoo!
And Buenas noches, Jovita. How are you this evening? Sir Paul Honeyman. Hello, Paul. Judy Herman is here. There is Susan. Hello, Susan. I'm never sure if that's my Aunt Susan or just a Susan. I have an Aunt Susan.
I know you do.
Yeah. There's Juno Acres.
Juno Acres.
Sam and Flint.
We missed you at the meetup.
We did. I mean, the thumbnail you had up that weekend didn't sound too good, though. So, you know.
No.
I mean, yeah, just saying.
Rick's channel.
Something about an STD.
Somebody had an STD over there at Juno Acres. It had us all worried.
I don't know what's up with that. Yeah. Y'all got to go watch the video.
Yeah.
Rick's channel is here. There is
Rainy Ridge.
I said that.
All right.
There's our flipping farmstead.
Hey,
Dawn.
Dawn, my favorite female Marines in the house.
And Judy Herman, Outdoors with Vance. Hello, Vance. He had a birthday this last weekend.
Yes, he did.
Happy belated birthday. Looks like you had a good time camping. There's Peter at Old Man King Homestead. He'll be on at 10:00 Central Standard Time this evening. And the sweet Leanne Gunther. And Jennifer says she's also an Ontarian.
Okay.
Okay. I'm guessing Brampton Gardener.
Old man King's here.
He is. There's Ed Kirkpatrick, the storyteller. Rochelle, Brampton Gardener, is here. Midnight Vlogs, hello. And Bobby over at Petty Jean River Homestead.
Hey, Bobby.
Debbie Drock, hello.
And thank you for that message today.
Yes.
We will definitely look into that. It'd be an easy thing for us to do.
Yeah. Let's see. We went on a little early, so. There's James Hall, y'all.
James Hall.
And Rochelle didn't realize how long her about was. But see, Mike always says people don't put enough in their about. A lot of people don't even do an about. And it's
Hi, my name's Kim.
Yeah. And
welcome.
Hey,
how are you supposed to work with that?
Wait, there's Loose Screw Ranch, Kim.
Oh, hey, Kim. How you doing?
Let's see. Who else? Yeah, Dexter. She knew immediately. Dexter. I'm catching up.
Hey, Drunken Chef Barbecue.
Hello, hello.
From my hometown.
And I'm reading comments too, so.
There's my Alaska Bill.
Bill is here. Husky Edna. Hello.
Hey, Husky Edna from Australia land.
How are you? And
who else is here?
I'm still scrolling.
Everybody's saying hello to everybody.
They are. I might get to the end.
Make sure everybody says hello to Husky Edna. Good friend of ours.
The Old Man's Shed.
The Old Man's Shed.
Said, hey guys, new subscriber here from Virginia.
When I was a young man, I was taken out to my old man's shed a couple of times.
Well, welcome in.
I know what happens out there.
Oh, wait. Rochelle said it's okay. I spelled it wrong on my first batch of stickers.
Well, good. Welcome to the club.
Yeah. Midnight Vlog says that's okay, Mike. You're retired, so you don't have to spell correctly.
I don't know more.
That's true.
The government has a little button, proofread, and put it in government term.
Bill is eating cheese curds right now.
All right.
That sounds good. Brampton Gardener said, oh, wow, I need to have a shot of cognac.
That's right.
So this National Cognac Day.
I drank a lot of cognac over in Germany.
Yeah.
And, it's expensive here, but over there it's pretty cheap. Or at least it was back in the 70s and early 80s when I was over there.
Hey, Junos are up in Minnesota.
Hey.
What's going on up there? There's Large Family Homestead. Hello.
Maybe there's an STD clinic up there.
Oh, no.
Oh, there's a Mayo Clinic. Sorry about that. I couldn't resist.
There's Jessie. Jessie is the encyclopedia on YouTube. An old maid refers to an unmarried woman who is older than what is perceived as the prime age range during which women usually marry. In the 17th century, it was a woman in her mid-20s.
That's right. Because they got married in their teens back then.
And Paul said old maids are women over 30, unmarried. In the 1800s, it was over 20, not married. There you go. Rochelle, Alaska, where the men are men and women win the Iditarod.
There you go. CT.
CT, hello.
I recently found
your channel. Love how you guys come together with other YouTubers and work together. That is so great.
We love our community.
Yeah, our community is awesome. Kevin and Hiking with Jackie Boy, hello.
Hello, hello.
Large Family Homestead said, sometimes I don't put a thumbnail on lives for weeks. See,
Let
you
YouTube-
think I procrastinate.
Let YouTube pick your cover for you.
Yeah. Kevin Dietz, hello.
There she is, Mini Cactus.
Mini Cactus is here. Paul said he thought Jennifer was moving closer to Creekside Maples.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, and she said she is.
Oh, she is?
Yes.
Okay. I thought she was moving to the States. She said something about sitting out by the pool and not coming in. It's still cold up there where they live.
Yeah. There's Resourceful Living Homestead.
Hey.
And Fuzzy Adventures and more. Hello.
Hello.
We got some.
I always
new
like to get a
names
warm fuzzy.
Yeah, we got some new names in the chat tonight. That's good. We like that.
Yeah.
Our life off grid. Hello.
Hello, hello.
And how far behind am I now? Let's
Large
see.
Family Homestead.
Yeah.
I missed it if you said it.
I've read comments from her. She was the one that didn't put her thumbnails up for once.
Oh, see, I forgot already.
Wow.
I'm 10-second Tom.
I wish you would have been at the meetup, but maybe next time. We have all kinds of them.
Yep. Next one is going to be at Ozark
Yeah.
on Lake Pomme de Terre in
Missouri.
Terry's going to that one. She's only going to be there on Saturday, but she's going and showing the giveaways you're going to take with you.
Well, this is just part of the giveaway. So we've got an MP Homestead mug and a Sergeant's Talk mug.
Don't break them before you go.
Trying not to. Oh, so then you climb them together. And then an MP Homestead.
Thermos?
Yeah, it's metal. It's nice.
Yeah.
And then I'll pick up some other stuff on the way. Let's see. Yes.
Oh, you're going to stop by Bucky's.
Well, you didn't have to give everything.
I know you.
You just tell
She
everybody
cannot.
everything.
Her foot hits the gas when she sees the first Bucky.
I thought about
Billboard.
stopping at Choctaw and doing a bunch of,
Well, they're so expensive.
but they are expensive.
$35 T-shirt for a child.
Midnight. Well, I always start from the beginning of the chat. I don't want to miss anybody. I like to make sure everybody is acknowledged.
That's right.
Juno said, "Sorry, we missed the meetup. Life has been crazy this season."
I would.
Apparently,
Yeah.
it sounded like.
See, that means we've been watching.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
We got to know what's going on with the Junos.
Yeah. Juno?
Juno? Do you know what I mean?
Resourceful Living says, I've used every character I can in my about section.
There you go.
And yes, everyone should at least have a small about us in their YouTube bio.
That is true.
Gives people a chance to look and say, yeah, I think I'd be interested in that.
Joanne, hello, hello.
Joanne La Paz. Shirley De La Cruz and Eligio De La Cruz, Team Ohio, be happy.
Welcome in, guys.
And Ace.
Hey, we got to see Ace
Ace
at the
We
meetup.
did. Ace said behind the woodshed is an ouchie place.
Yeah.
And
There, I seen Angie.
yeah,
Angie.
there's Angie.
Angie.
Said a bunch of us need to get together and go camping.
I know. Because why?
Because we got a camper.
We're no longer renters. We own our house.
Yeah.
Our mobile house.
Paul said cognac was my go-to drink in my early drinking
Yeah.
days. And
Cognac is for sipping, not shooting.
Kevin Dietz wants to know where you were at in Germany. He was stationed at
Wild chicken.
Wild Chicken.
Well, I was at one time. I was just down the road. I was in Fulda at Sickles Army Airfield, 4th to the 11th ACR. I was in Mannheim. I was in Baumholder. I was in Stuttgart, and I was in Heidelberg, and I was in a place called Craigsfield Army Depot above the mountain outside of Kirchambeau. So I was over there for 16 years.
All right. I know. Mannheim.
Mannheim. Yeah.
There's Ed S. Hello, Ed. Wow. It was 88 today up there in Brampton.
Wow. Felt like 95.
It was chilly here today.
Pull out your sundress.
I don't think it ever got over 74 degrees out here today. It was a little chilly and damp. That's why my hair is all crazy. And Large Family Homestead says, thanks for saying hi to me twice, Mike.
Hey, there's Large Family Homestead.
Hey.
Guys, go check them out.
That's right. And Judy Herman said her uncle was stationed in Germany during World War II, but not sure where.
They were probably on the go all the time.
Yeah. And yeah, Paul's keeping track. I'm 4 minutes behind.
Hopefully he was never stationed in the Argonne Forest.
Oh, the old man shed that said they don't have a Buc-ee's around their area. Oh, give it time. They're working their way over there.
I know one place they'll never have one.
Oklahoma. I don't know what it is.
Indian Nation won't let them come in.
There's some spots, though, that Indian Nation doesn't have control of.
I don't know where that would be at.
Over in western Oklahoma, maybe. Rhonda Dotson. Hello.
Hey.
There's Arlene.
Hey, Arlene.
And Reverend Joe Jacobson from Eastern Iowa. Hello.
Oh, wait.
Wow, it was 90 degrees in Pennsylvania today. We're in the wrong area.
Wow.
What were you waiting?
You didn't say that channel right there.
Large Family Homestead.
Yeah.
And she said, oh, it's been getting in the 90s here for a couple. It was here too, but yeah, it got rainy and yuck today. And Tony at Our Cabin in the Woods, is he in here? I know Angie is. Maybe it's just Angie. But we'll say hi to Tony anyway.
My Alaska said it got to 49.
All right. It's a heat wave.
Blistering heat wave.
Yes.
We were watching that show. What is it? Whitewater, Gold Rush Whitewater.
Mm-hmm.
And they were up there scuba diving in some runoff thing. And it got up in the 80s and it was like a flash flood, almost killed them.
Yeah, it does that.
Hey, K&K Traveling.
Hey.
There they are.
Hello, Curtis.
Large Family Homestead's here.
They got to go. It's kiddo's bedtime.
Who?
Large Family Homestead.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Have a good evening.
Because you never know what Uncle Mike will say.
That's right.
Past prime time.
Ginger Snap over at Not For Nothing Homestead said, I saw the co-founder of Buc-ee's talking today, and they are building one in Arizona. See? Everywhere but Oklahoma. We don't get one. We got to go to Texas. But, we're in North Texas anyway, so it's all right.
And you'd be
really
surprised how many Indian tribes are in Arizona. But the only one that I know is that organized, like Choctaw and Cherokee and all that, is the White Mountain Apache tribe. Yeah, you can't step on foot on there without paying money to get on their reservation.
What's that? Havasu Nation?
Havasupai Nation is in the bottom of the Grand Canyon area.
Hey, I made it to the bottom.
Hey, all right.
And K&K says, can't wait for our Yellowstone trip. That'll be fun.
Oh, I bet. Look forward to seeing those videos.
Old Man Shed said that's funny because he nicknamed his son Bucky when he was little.
Oh, there you go.
So see, you did have a Bucky's that was just not the same kind.
Are you still saying Mike?
I thought he wanted to change his name to Bob.
Oh.
Yeah.
Two old people on a couch.
Hey, Mark and Debbie. And yeah, the Oklahoma, the only thing that likes Oklahoma is the tornadoes. Yeah. There was another one went through last night just south of us,
just
about
south
20,
of us.
20 miles, 25 miles, something like that.
Just south of us.
Yeah. We just near misses.
Not that that's good. There was a tornado.
No.
But it was 20 miles south of us.
Right.
I'm all about
it wasn't
that.
over our house. So
Yeah.
There's somewhat of a plus.
That's one reason we decided not to live around the NASCAR track that's around Oklahoma City.
Mm-hmm.
Left, because that's how it does it. But yeah, anyway, guys, well, welcome in. We said our howdy do's to everybody. I'm glad you guys are here. Friday, Terrie's leaving, like I said. She's leaving to go to Missouri.
Paul says Big Mike's only a bob when he's relaxing on the water in his boat.
Yeah.
Kevin Beat said we have Harris Casino here on the res in Western North Carolina.
Yeah. Anyway, so she's going there. She's going to take some door prizes, pick some more up on the way there. Spend Saturday with the gang over there at Lake Pomme de Terre.
Yes.
If I don't say it right, she corrects me. So that's good. Then she's going to go do some visiting, all that stuff, and then come back. So I'll be here, single bachelor, going out to eat every night.
CT said, love the meetups. They are amazing.
Yeah.
They're fun.
We have a blast. So she's going to Ozark meetup, and then we're going July 3rd through the 7th. We are going to Tennessee for Freedom Weekend. It is a invitation only meetup. And we're going to that one, and then we're off until Pinecone Fest, which is in October down at Cypress Springs Lake in Mount Vernon, Texas.
Well, off as far as meetups go.
Yes.
We're not going to be doing no more meetups.
Yeah, so. I'm off. I'm retired, so I'm off every day.
Yeah. And
Although
Paul said
busy for being retired.
Right. Paul said he's still not going to come over and cook your dinner.
Okay. But anyway, but I'll still be going live on Fridays and Mondays. Well, this Monday I won't be live. And I'll talk about it on Friday.
Spooky Zombie Graveyard.
Hey,
Hello.
Welcome in. So that's the goings on with us for the future. Ozark meetup. Oh, there you go.
Jesse put the information up.
Good. Thank you, Jesse. So the big news is last Friday we bought our first travel trailer.
We did.
Yes. We bought a Forest River Cherokee Gray Wolf. It's a 29-foot RV or travel trailer. And we looked at a lot of travel trailers.
Bill.
A lot.
Bill says, not going to be live on Monday. Is there a reason to continue living?
No, there's not.
Yes, there is.
But we looked at dealerships and we like certain things on certain things, and we didn't really, it felt like you're claustrophobic when you're in one without a slide out.
Well, and knowing that we're going to have two dogs.
And yeah, because we're tired of dropping our kids off at the vet, at the kennel, when we go places and things like that. There are certain places you go, you just shouldn't be bringing your dog.
Right.
Okay. But meetups, everybody brings their dog and stuff like that.
Oh, K&K said, well, welcome to the wolf pack.
Yeah. So we said, well, we looked around here, every place around here. So she goes, let's go to Sherman, Texas. spur of the moment thing. Let's go to Sherman, Texas. So we went down there. We ended up over at Camping World, and Jimmy, thank you very much for your patience with both of us. And I get it. They're there to make the sale. I'm telling you guys, the end of the month is when you should buy something like that if you're ever in the market, because they want to make that end of month sale. So Terrie's looking online. She's saying, "Oh yeah, that's it. There's the price." Then we sat down. Then they came back and they said, "Here's the price."
And it was well above.
And I said, "Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That is $4,000 more than what you quoted us and what's online." "Well, what's online isn't really, it doesn't account all." I said, "I don't care about all that stuff in between the price and then the total price. All that stuff in the destination, the unwrapping, the taking it off the truck charge, and all this other stuff. Oh, but you have to have a sway bar with it because it's so long and blah, blah." I said, "I don't care." And I said, "Well, thank you very much. Have a nice day." And they're going, whoa, wait a minute. Let me get my manager in here. What's it going to take? He comes in here, "What's going to take?" I said, "You see that number at the top? I want that number at the bottom minus everything in the middle to include how much we said we're going to put down. Take all that off. I want it right there. And then I'll give you my down payment for it." "Oh, well, I said, "Well, okay, let me see what we can do." Guess what? The price at the top ended up at the bottom, and we got everything in between. Then we got the camping package and all that other stuff thrown in to make the deal, and we walked out of there happy.
Yep. Hello, Bodie. Liberty Layers Hideout is here, and Marco, and I saw someone else. Dana. Hello, Dana. Prayers for you and our condolences.
The loss of your father.
Yes, and there is Tim. Hello, Tim.
Bodie.
And hello to Stella and Renly as well.
Yes.
And Kevin Dietz says, "Mike, you can eat SOS." I abbreviated. He didn't. While Terrie is gone. And I like SOS personally. I'm not eating it right now because I'm dieting.
Yes.
But yes, I do like it. And my grandfather was a cook in the military. So yeah, I know all about SOS.
So the last couple of days, anyway, the moral of the story we just told you about the travel trailer is don't be their punching bag. All right. Walk away. Okay. Somebody will try to make the deal. Okay. And then we doubled our down payment, and then they go, oh yeah, here, we'll take it. So anyway, so Terrie's on this diet because the doctor said your cholesterol's too high.
It was.
So that means Mike's on some sort of her diet with her, because Big Mike don't cook. But Big Mike did persuade her to go into town for the last 2 days, and we had breakfast at some of our favorite eating spots.
To be fair,
she ate properly on her diet.
Kind of,
sort of, but I didn't. That's my only.
But to be fair, I usually will fix you bacon and eggs,
which is very good for a man. And
then I will fix me my turkey bacon and egg whites. So you aren't eating everything I'm eating.
Yeah.
Now dinner.
Yeah. How does that egg white scramble taste?
It's actually not bad if you put
once you've gotten used to it.
The herb.
If you doctor it up,
it's pretty good. Yeah, and it's really good. Like when we go to IHOP, they have an egg white omelet that's pretty good.
I did get you go to IHOP too, huh?
Yeah, and Texas Roadhouse.
So
yeah, he's been eating just fine. Don't let him fool you.
Yeah. Hey, Marco,
and I think K&K said, great job sticking to your guns.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a few words.
Yeah. So now that we've got the travel trailer, we've been making plans, first of all, to hit Lake Texoma and do weekend trips to Texoma until we find the perfect location
Right.
for the Mid-America meetup next May in 2026. So that's our first targeted getaways, and then we want to, because there's a lot of people out there that want to do getaways just for the weekend, and we've already talked to Pretty and sent a message, Pretty and Pooch, and some other people. Hey, get together, somebody pick a spot, let's all meet up there and just have a little impromptu weekend camping trip and stuff like that. So that'll be good.
There's figuring it out with Catfish.
Hey, how you doing, Bobby?
And there's Scott rambling with the broom.
Yes, he is.
Look, Scott, I'm only 2 minutes. No, yeah, 2 minutes late saying hi to you.
Oh, there you go.
And Kevin Dietz said, how far east do y'all plan on traveling and camping? I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean,
it all depends. I mean, there's places in Arkansas I want to see. There's places down in Texas we want to go to. There's places in Oklahoma we want to go to. But we'd like it to everything involve a lake by it.
Yeah. We may slowly move our way farther away.
Yeah.
It'll be a longer trip if we do that.
Yeah. And then the good thing is when we do make the trip, or we do eventually move from Oklahoma down to Texas, we're not going to be rushed. It's big enough for two people to live in for a small amount of time. So, I'm all for buying a small piece of land and putting a barndominium on it.
Yeah.
And that way build one of those barndominiums that actually has a place for your vehicle behind it. They build them onto it.
Right. So
you can just put your boat and your tractor and your RV or whatever inside there. So and we want it to be totally open concept, except for the bedrooms and the bathrooms, of course. Nobody wants to see that stuff going on.
Bill said low cholesterol causes dementia. Cholesterol for the brain is the same as oil in an engine. It is.
Except if you're bringing in too much bad cholesterol.
Yeah, you don't want too much.
Then the ticker stops.
You want the good cholesterol, not the bad.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Good cholesterol is good for you.
But I've been eating a lot of like salmon and fish and
which has what you need in it.
Yeah. And chicken and I'm still
hard to find campsites in the summertime at the lakes. Yeah, it is. Just got to plan far enough in advance, I guess.
Jesse said, wait till you see how much packing you end up doing for a weekend trip.
Yeah.
Let's see. Leanne says, come to Pennsylvania. And
that'd be a long haul.
Yeah. We want to break the camper in close to home first, just to make sure we're good.
Midnight Vlog says they have a 26-foot travel trailer.
Yeah. All right. What else did we have going on?
Somebody said, "Oh yeah, people are always happy 2 times, whether it's a travel trailer or it's a boat. The day you buy it and the day you sell it."
Yeah. Bull Shoals. We could go to Bull Shoals.
Bull Shoals, yes.
That's a good one.
Who said that?
We wanted to go up to Branson. Dawn.
Dawn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bill said, come to Alaska.
Yeah,
I don't think that one's going to happen. Just saying.
I can't get her up above the Mason-Dixon anymore.
Well, I don't know. I mean, we went to Wyoming and Montana.
Yeah, during the summer in June.
I don't mind going during the summer when you're going places like that, but then you got to go through Canada land to get to Alaska.
It's a long haul to
It's a
Alaska.
very long.
And if you do go up there, you can't just say, well, I'm going to go up there for a week's vacation
Yeah.
or whatever. Now we can go up there and stay up there.
But we have animals.
But we got
still.
animals, yeah.
We still have chickens and quail and
Rabbits.
and rabbits. We can bring the dogs, but we can't bring all the rest.
Loki would love a long drive like that, huh?
And Paul said, I always regretted selling my caravan. I had some great memories with the family in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
and update on Mackenzie. Speaking
Oh,
of
yeah,
family,
Mackenzie.
she's doing 100% better. I went and took her and her siblings to Weston's ball game the other day. Took them over to meet up with their mom, and yeah, she's 100% better.
Yeah. The rattlesnake did not take her down.
No, she's good. And
Yeah.
what else? What else am I forgetting?
And I still need to go over there and mow.
Yeah.
Gotta load up the zero turn, go to get over there and mow that grass for them around the pool and all that stuff.
Yeah. Weston's more scared now than Kinsey.
Oh, I
Kinsey's
bet.
like, I don't. Yeah, she don't care. She's like, it wasn't the snake's fault. It was Peach's fault.
Yeah.
The dog was riling the snake up. So, good night, Marco. Have a
Yep,
good evening.
good night. Glad you come in.
And
There's Tony
hello, Tony.
at our cabin in the woods.
What else we got? My chickens haven't been laying as much. I only got 17 eggs today.
Wow, that's kind of weird.
Yeah. And then that one zombie hen, she kept pecking at me when I was trying to move her off the nest.
Oh, wow.
She's mean. And then she attacked. There was another hen behind her under the box, and it was sitting there, and it laid its egg and was getting ready to leave, and then she attacked that one.
She's very broody.
She's
For a
mean.
young hen like that,
Yeah.
she's very broody. So, yeah.
We other than the camper, I mean, that's our big thing right now. Ordered
Yeah.
a new mattress topper.
Yep.
I'm probably going to have to cut it down, but I think we'll be okay.
Yep.
There's Square County Homestead. Hello.
Hey, there they are.
Yeah, she is acting like an old maid. Yeah.
But because the
Midnight Vlog said only got 17 eggs today. Yeah.
well, she was getting 32 and 34.
Yeah.
But some reason they just started going on strike.
Well, that and we're down a few hens.
Yeah, because
They're disappearing.
the hawks are picking up, the eagles are picking up.
Something.
The eagles are literally picking them up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they're slowly disappearing because
we're
I'm
seeing
down
a
to
lot more.
What'd you say, 33?
We're down to 33.
Yeah,
33.
including the two roosters.
The two roosters, 33. So we're really down.
Yeah,
So we're losing hens. We do free range them. And the good thing is we do have an incubator. But, you got to wait 5 to 6 months for them to start laying on schedule again. But we got more than enough eggs because we got 18 packs now on the counter.
yeah.
There's
There's
6.
no shortage of eggs.
There's
by any means.
12. There's 14.
Doesn't help that we've
And
been
then
going.
248 packs.
We've been going out to breakfast, so they're not getting eaten.
Yeah. So, and then the rancher and the other people haven't come by and got their eggs for a while.
Bill said, "I think a neighbor might be fishing for children. They could be. Very well be. Yeah.
They might need some deep fried chicken.
And poor Hoppy.
Yeah.
Her foot's getting
You
worse.
bet. She knocked the piss out of her.
Right before our live, I went out to get the chickens in. And so y'all know, if you've watched the videos, the rabbit hutch has this lean-to type roof on it, right?
Yeah.
And Hoppy, our one hen, was waiting for everybody else to, because she hops. Her foot's bad. So she hops everywhere. And
it's like a defect.
yeah. And Teddy, our rooster, really likes her for some
Because she
reason.
can't fight or run away.
Because she can't get away. So she'll hang back and hide under something until they all go in, and then she wants me to carry her.
Yeah.
So she was right under the rabbit pen, and I went to pick her up and caught that beam right on the corner, right on my head, right before we started this live.
Yeah. She saw bananas and hot dogs.
So if I'm a little off, that might be why.
Got a soft spot on her head now.
Yeah, that hurt. I wanted to cry.
Well, we started off with 40. We had 44 hens.
Yeah.
We had 44 hens before the summer kicked off, and now we're down to 33 chickens total.
Now some of them had egg
were egg
bound, and
that happens.
Yeah, occasionally we'll have one that dies off here or there, but then something's getting them.
Just because of age.
Not sure if it's, we've seen a bobcat around here. Could be the bobcat, could be a raccoon, could be a fox.
Yeah.
You know,
we've got everything.
Coyotes.
Eagles and hawks and dogs.
Tony said, good news. We have 14 roosters going to freezer camp.
There you go. I need to put 3 of mine in freezer camp. I know that.
Square County said we got 7 brooders full of chicks, approximately 140 chicks. I can't keep up.
Ooh.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I had a lot when we were pushing up near 50 chickens, but that's way too many for me.
Yeah, you can only jar so many eggs before.
Well, and they may
when
have,
you're going to eat them all.
They may have meat birds too. I don't know.
Yeah, when we
and
do
they
meat
may be
birds,
selling
we
chicks.
usually do 25, and they usually send us 26 or 27 when they ship them to us. And
yes, chicken math is a real thing.
It is a very real thing.
It definitely is. Yeah, if it's a meat bird, it doesn't count. If it's a rooster, it doesn't count.
Yeah.
If it's a chick, it doesn't count until it grows up.
And roosters usually go in certain kind of meals. Like if you can put the chicken in a pressure cooker and cook it down and tear it apart and make enchiladas and soups and stuff like that.
Yep.
Good fat hen is always preferred.
Old Man Shed said you can scramble them and put them in ice cube trays and freeze them. You can.
Really?
Yep. You can do little Ziploc bags with like however many, if you do 6.
Again, you have to eat them at some point.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they never stop.
They don't. Our freezer would be full at this point.
And we sell them for $3 a dozen.
Just to certain, I mean, we give them to the rancher because
we give them to the ranchers.
They go feed off.
He's got buddies that he brings money for, and he buys the eggs and gives them to his buddy ranchers, because they're into cows and not into chickens.
And we can only sell them on our property.
Yeah,
because we don't have the USDA or whatever it is
stamp of approval license or whatever, and we don't want to go through that.
No. So
we don't need the government on our property.
Can't take them to farmers markets or anything. Oh, Square County said they're all laying breeds. We sell a lot of chicks.
Oh, okay.
There you go. That makes sense then.
Yeah, and you know what? I really prefer the barnyard mix.
Yes.
Instead of getting specialty chickens.
I mean,
right now, if you order chicks, it's out of control.
Yeah. I like a good specialty chicken every once in a while, just for some different color eggs or something. Chrissy, Paragon Ridge Ranch, she sells.
Tony had a 9-pound Cornish cross.
Wow. Yeah, we've had some big Cornish.
Yeah, we had a couple of them that were 10 pounds.
Yeah. We let them go a little longer.
Yeah, we let them go 16 weeks instead of the 12 weeks. And they really put on the weight after 12 weeks.
Can I bring you a couple dozen eggs on our trip up to Alaska, Bill? Don't hold your breath. I mean, if you were down here, I'd gladly take you some eggs. Yeah, Square County said we love our barnyard mix too. Our flippin' farmstead, Don said, I love putting a whole chicken in my Instapot and letting it cook down, and then I shred it and make all kinds of meals. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Liberty Layers, Bodie says, I have 6 incubators going and 25 adult birds and 100 chicks.
Woo.
Yeah, and he does specialty birds.
Yeah, he does.
Yep. Eddie family's in the chicken hatching business.
Yep.
And Old Man Shed said I raise Saramas, so does Bodie.
Yep.
The eggs are the size of quail eggs.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. And we have lots of quail eggs.
Oh, man. Lots of quail eggs. And I can't remember who contacted me. And I've been collecting them, but the one's been sitting out there for so long, I emptied that into the wheelbarrow for the compost pile. And then I started another one. And
yeah,
I went out there this morning, and every one of the hens laid an egg from my quail. So I had 13 eggs this morning.
Hello, Shadow Scout Swede.
Oh, by the way, Bill's cooking chicken right now.
He is. And Bobby over at Petit Jean River loves deviled eggs. I've done that before to use up some eggs.
Yeah.
make some deviled eggs. They go away fast.
Not a good smell around this house.
No.
When you do 12 and you've got 24 deviled eggs.
Yep, family night is tonight, and Brian is on next at the Vineyard Farmhouse.
Yes, he is.
In 10 minutes.
Man, the flies are bad.
They are. It's the rain. There's so much rain, and then I don't know. It just makes them pop out more, hatch out more. I don't know. Yeah.
The quail are having fun though.
Jesse said Terry's hens lay them, Lisa cooks them, and I eat them every day.
Yeah.
There you go. When you need more, let me know, Jesse. we
have a few Brahmas.
Yeah. I'll bring you some to Pinecone Fest.
We had
not the Brahmas, the eggs, Jesse.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing is when we hatched the Brahma, we got the Brahmas. The roosters are so big. Regular chickens can't. I mean, they were dislocating.
They were sweet though. They were nice.
They were really nice.
But they're just so big and heavy, and they were hurting our hens.
Yeah.
So I don't keep the Brahma roosters, but I love my Brahmas. They're good chickens.
Yeah. I love my fat girls.
Pickled eggs. And Square County said we sell freeze-dried eggs. Good way to get rid of eggs.
Yep.
I know Jesse, when I took eggs for him and Lisa, Lisa was freeze-drying them to send some up to
somebody.
Yeah. Somebody. Are we not allowed to say?
Well, you're not supposed to. They may not be able to cross the.
Oh, well, that's true. Somebody.
I
don't know why not, but okay. It's not like you're sending live birds.
Well, I don't know. They're strange. When you send something to Canada land and you pay the postage here, and then they have to pay another to receive it.
Well, that's true.
Something's wrong.
Yeah.
I love chocolate eggs.
Don said Mike needs to buy you a freeze dryer so you can freeze dry them. Some things are expensive.
Again, you still have to eat them, and there's only 2 of us.
Let's see. Hello, Lynn. How are you?
Well, I could see where you'd freeze dry some, and for the winter when the hens are totally
right. Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
Our hens this past winter never really did have a low point, though.
No, they didn't. We didn't really have a cold winter.
No.
We had nights where the eggs were frozen when we went out there.
That's large family, Bill.
Yeah, large family.
Yeah. Yeah. Scott said it's fine, Mike. No issue with eggs, so long as it's not alive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know.
So that's why I said it's not like
I don't need your federales to encircle the
Mounties,
the homestead up there. I don't know, Mounties.
Federales are in Mexico.
Okay, that's Mexico.
You're mixing the two neighbors up here.
Just call them cops.
Jesse said, as long as what you're sending is homemade, they aren't expected to pay
duty or tax.
Okay. Sorry about that. They just hit me sleepy. All right. What else? What have we been up to?
We haven't been up to nothing.
We have been up to.
We've been dealing with the granddaughter that's got snake bit by a rattlesnake. We bought our travel trailer. We bred the rabbits, so we should have kits.
Yes.
Around June 25th.
Around the time we get ready to leave to go to Tennessee.
But she's a good mama. She'll take care of them. She'll be fine. So Rachel is with child, if you will.
Maybe.
Because David Z, he's...
Yes, the 51st tape.
That's, the who?
The 51st tape?
Yeah, I've been reading a lot about, what is it? Is it Alberta that wants to... that everybody's talking about?
They want to secede from Canada.
I watched a video with whoever's in charge of that part of Canada, some lady.
I mean,
and she was saying how they weren't getting equal funding and all this other stuff, and they having to put up with the bigger cities within Canada. And yada, yada, yada.
I mean,
and it kind of sounds like, taxation without representation, the reason we had the Revolutionary War.
But I'm thinking, Alberta could secede to the United States. And then, Texas had been wanting to secede from the United States for a long time. So they could just not really swap places.
No.
You know what I mean?
One for the other. But it's never going to happen.
No.
Canada's not
none
going
of
to allow
that.
that to happen.
None of that will happen.
I don't care how many votes you got.
Brampton Gardener said Alberta is where we get most of our money, so that would suck.
Yeah. A lot of natural minerals up there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that was her whole point. What they contribute and what they get back from their federal government does not equate.
Hello, Rebecca.
Even though it's in a lesser density of population.
Yeah.
But they're still not getting what they're, not even close to what they're giving back to Canada.
Yeah. Jennifer said a lot of money from Alberta is sent to other provinces. They don't like that.
No. And she was making it very clear.
And Scott,
I don't know what you call them. You call them like governors or whatever of certain.
Scott said she's crazy. She's going to be booted. She's hated by the Indians.
Oh, okay.
And Rochelle said, yeah, they get screwed.
Yeah. I didn't see nobody come on and contradict her, so.
I don't know. I didn't see it.
You
Premiere.
They're premieres?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
See, we know nothing about Canada.
Yeah.
We just know they're up north. That's what we know.
So you don't say, hello, governor?
No. We know that they're, what is it, a parliamentary monarchy or something? So
it's a parliamentary monarchy, even though the monarchy
means
doesn't have a whole lot to say about nothing.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird. Why don't you just?
It's not like Charles is over there.
Why don't
telling
you
them
guys
what they
just
need
tell
to do.
England to go pound sand? We did. It worked.
Canada is trying to kill the oil industry in Alberta.
Oh, wow.
And Bobby said, sounds like Northern California. That's another reason I don't live there anymore.
Yep.
Hello, Journey Smile.
All right. Journey Smile's in here.
Oh.
All right. So we've got 2 minutes left. Remember, Brian at the Vineyard Farmhouse is up next. Please go over there and tell him MT Homestead sent you. Check out his channel. I believe he has an open mic tonight. Good friend of ours. He drove all the way down for the meetup.
He did.
So it was always good to see him. Got to spend a little time with Johnny out there. Got to learn about ticks, which is always fun. Terry got her first tick today.
I did.
Right on the waistband.
I don't know where that came from.
Well, he was
chickens are slacking.
Yeah, because I have not gotten a tick on our place at all. So the chickens do a good job. They keep the bugs down. Spiders stay up high. So right for me, it's right in my face when I walk out a door or I go around the porch. I always run into them in my face. But they stay high enough above the chickens.
Brian said they like the waistband, and now I'm getting ticks up here. Thank you, people.
You probably took some with you back home.
Yeah, you took them.
You're introducing ticks to New York.
Yeah.
So,
See what you did, Brian.
That's right. So, guys, hey, I'm glad you guys come in every Wednesday. Remember, I have morning talks with Mike on Mondays and Fridays. So come see me Friday at 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Bring your cup of coffee and let's chat. I also have a live on Tuesdays with Jason from White Rock. It's Sergeant's Talk TV, and it's geared towards our veterans, their families, and anybody that's interested in the military to learn a little bit more. And then Wednesday, of course, hanging at the Homestead, Terry and I for MT Homestead. Again, we love you guys, and remember, be kind to one another, help somebody in need, and always, always think of that. Don't care what country you're from, think of that. All right, guys. Thanks for coming in. God bless you, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye, guys.
Bye.
The federales. What was I thinking?
All right. And wait, Bill said there are no ticks in Alaska, and Rochelle said no, but you have mosquitoes that can carry off small children.
Yes, that is true.
Yes. All right. I'm done now.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.